Welcome to your August reading. So happy to have you here. First and foremost, I am offering 44% off my readings and all my offerings on my website for August to celebrate my birthday month. My birthday isn't until the end of the month, but using the code BIRTHDAY, you guys can get 44% off any of my offerings to celebrate life. Every year that I'm alive is a miracle, to be quite honest. And actually, every day that I'm alive is a miracle. But I want to share this becoming another year older with all of you. So I'm offering 44% off all of my offerings on my website using the code BIRTHDAY. That information is in the description box. And also, we're going to be moving all of our free readings over to Patreon. You can still watch them for free there. There will be no ads or any of that business. There's going to be a lot of free content on Patreon and on our website. I'll still be doing readings on YouTube as well. But if you would like to get a little extra out of your month, Patreon is your ticket to go. You can either become a member or just watch the free content that comes out there. Let's see, Cancer. What is it that you are surrendering for August? What are you surrendering, Cancer? What is my dear Cancer friends? Surrender comparisons with other people. I love this card. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your strengths, attractiveness, and power. Venus retrograde is really making us have that painful self-worth wound that's coming up and surfacing with all of us. And it's like opening up a wound that we tried to suture a year ago that still isn't healed, or we tried to suture 20 years ago that still isn't healed. And so it's like, it's just, you don't want to even look at it. You don't want to deal with it. It's not something that you want to deal with. But we have to. We have to look at the way that we restrict and limit ourselves. We have to look at the situations that we put ourselves in. We have to look at the relationships that we choose to put our energy into every single day and ask ourselves if it's worth it, if we're worthy enough to go, to have all of that. So surrendering comparisons with other people. No one is like you. You are an extremely unique and beautiful being. And, it's so interesting how this world, it's really become like convoluted to be special and unique. Because everybody already is, but everybody wants to be special and unique in a different kind of way. And I think a lot of that has to do with social media and how we put ourselves out into social media. I think that you guys are going to be doing a lot of inner journey manifesting this month. I think that because your intuitive side, when we're in retrograde, during retrograde season, it's a time to go inward. It's a time to integrate all of that information that we already know and actually put it out into the world. Those things that we fear about ourselves, those things that are not necessarily the greatest parts of ourselves that we enjoy. It's a time to reflect, and it's a time for you to be like, okay, I'm not going to restrict myself in this way, this way, this way, or this way, right? So we have the Hermit has been showing up in your reading quite often, so you could be working with Virgos or dealing with a Virgo. We have the High Priestess, which is literally the opposite of it's the same thing. The Hermit and the High Priestess do the same thing. They just do it in different ways. And then we have the Nine of Cups. And then we have the Ten of Swords. I feel like I feel like you feel like everything that you've been trying to wish for is almost in vain. Like it's just not going to work. This 10 of Swords is kind of a projection. It's the ending of a cycle. So I feel like there's a really difficult cycle that you've been through and now it's coming to an end. And I feel like it has a lot to do with what you want in your life, what your hopes and what your dreams are that you want to like bring into your own existence. So it really feels like a very intimate journey with yourself this month. And having that reflection and, inside of you, like being able to pause and reflect inside of you can create ripples and waves of like awesome effect moving through. So we have the Hermit. Yeah. So the thing that we don't want to do is get in our minds. Like we want to make sure that we're dropping. I say we because I am a 10th house Mars in Cancer, and that Mars really activates my life in a lot of ways. The 9 of Swords on the Hermit. So when you're doing this journey, you want to make sure that you're dropped into your heart space. Because this 9 of Swords means that all of your stress and all of your worry and all of your frustrations are running through your mind. And you could be stressed out about a Virgo energy that's in your life, or you could just be stressed out about your journey. Nobody wants to be stressed out on their journey, but I understand why you would be. Like, I get that this world is hard right now, and I get that it's hard to live in a reality that favors the 2%, the 1%, It's hard to live in that reality sometimes. But we can a lot of times find solace in our friends. So we have the 3 of Cups on the High Priestess. I feel like intuitively you are feeling drawn to a certain circle of people, and allowing yourself to have fun and have some joy in your life will help take away these swords. Dance a little, And the biggest thing is that the energy that you have moving once this 9 of Swords is no longer a restriction or, a frustration for you, the energy opens wide up, right? 8 of Wands on the 9 of Cups. That 8 of Wands is like all of this really fast energy coming in. You might even be really overwhelmed by it. It could be messages from people. A lot of times the 8 of Wands in modern tarot is like the internet or text messages or social media or direct messages or something like that. So you could very much be hearing some information about what it is that you want to build in your life, like your hopes and your dreams that you have in your life. You could be getting a lot of that information coming in. The 7 of Cups and the King of Wands is on the 10 of Swords. I think that this fire sign you're very confused by this person. And I think that this was kind of that painful presentation or painful, this might have been one of the reasons why you don't feel very confident about yourself. And the confusion from this person is not something you need right now at all. Like 100%, you do not need confusion from this person. Okay? So your focus in a really, really, really big way is going to be on finding joy, I feel like. And allowing all of this beautiful energy to move through you without restricting yourself with it. And we restrict ourselves in our minds. Like when it comes down to it, you got to show up for yourself. You got to show up for your heart. Okay? I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful August. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye.